All right. So, AI stocks.
Yeah.
Everyone's talking about them.
Yeah.
You sent over some really fascinating research on some of the top performers.
Absolutely.
And I got to say, some of these numbers are...
Huge.
Yeah. Like, we're talking over 200% gains for some of these companies.
It's been an incredible year for AI.
So today, we're going to, really do a deep dive.
Yeah.
Try to understand what is driving this growth.
Right.
Is this the real deal, or is it, is there a little bit of hype in there?
I think that's the big question.
Yeah. So
we want to unpack that.
We're not just going to look at, who's winning,
right.
but, why are they winning?
Exactly. What's the tech behind it?
Understand the tech.
What's the, how does this play into the bigger picture of AI as a whole?
Yeah, and hopefully by the end of this, you'll have a much clearer picture of, okay, if I want to get into AI investing, what am I looking for?
Absolutely.
Right.
I think that's the goal.
That's at the very top of our list.
Okay.
This is from your research.
Yep.
We have Nvidia, ticker symbol NVDA.
Yep.
And they are showing a
big one.
221.71% jump in performance.
Wow.
Now,
that's huge.
A lot of people are familiar with Nvidia for their
graphics cards,
graphics processing units, the GPUs.
Right.
And GPUs are really essential for
everything in AI.
Yeah.
Because they can handle so much data.
So much data, yeah.
So, you think about the human brain, it's got, billions of neurons all firing and working together.
Right.
GPUs kind of give AI systems that same power.
Right.
That parallel processing power.
So NVIDIA has basically gone from powering, amazing graphics in our video games to now powering the brains.
The brains of AI.
Of AI, yeah.
The engine.
And what's really interesting is that...
Well, and the other thing I think is interesting is that they're not just the hardware, right?
Yeah.
They've moved into software as well.
So they realized that the value really comes from both.
I think that's been one of their keys to success is that they have that kind of forward thinking.
Yeah.
We're not just going to provide the picks and shovels for the AI gold rush.
Right.
We're going to
stake a claim.
They're going to stake some claims as well. We're going to do both.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
All right.
So next up
we have SoundHound AI.
Okay.
Ticker symbol SOUN with a mind-blowing 231.59% performance gain.
Oh, wow.
So they're focused on...
Voice AI.
Yeah. So, our smart assistants that we use on our phones and our homes.
Right, exactly.
Everything.
But they're taking it even a step further, I think.
Oh, okay.
They're developing platforms that can be integrated into cars and robots and all sorts of devices.
Wow.
And they've got some big partnerships.
Yeah.
They're working with companies like Hyundai and Pandora.
Oh, wow.
Which I'm sure you're familiar with.
Oh, yeah. I use Pandora all the time.
Yeah. So, that's the thing is that I think,
they're getting into...
They're partnering with these big players.
Right.
Which gives them access to a huge user base.
Right.
And it's really smart.
Yeah.
Because it allows them to quickly get their tech out there.
Yeah.
And integrate it.
And reach a wider audience.
Yeah. And it's such a rapidly growing field.
Yeah.
You got to move fast.
Okay. So we've got AI brains and AI voices. What's next on this list of top performers?
Well, let's talk about Procept Biorobotics.
Okay.
Ticker symbol PRCT.
Okay.
With a gain of 187.29%.
Wow.
So they're focused on
medical robots?
Revolutionizing surgery with medical robotics.
It sounds very sci-fi.
It does.
What are we talking about here?
So they're developing robots that assist surgeons with minimally invasive procedures.
Okay.
So that means smaller incisions, less trauma for the patient, faster recovery times.
Okay.
Right now they're focused on urology.
Okay.
But the potential applications for this tech are vast.
Yeah, because healthcare is such a massive industry, and everyone's looking for less invasive procedures.
Right, exactly. And Procept Biorobotics is really, I think, putting themselves at the forefront of that trend.
Yeah.
By combining, robotics with AI.
Right.
Their robots can analyze data in real time.
Oh, wow.
To assist surgeons, improve precision.
Wow.
It's a fascinating intersection of technology and healthcare.
It really is.
Yeah.
Okay, moving on, we have...
Pegasystems.
Pegasystems, ticker symbol Pega.
Yep.
Coming in with an 88.70% gain. So they specialize in automation.
Particularly for finance and healthcare.
Okay.
Two industries that are just drowning in paperwork and complex processes.
Right.
So Pegasystems uses AI to streamline all of that.
Right.
Their software can automate tasks, analyze data,
Okay.
help companies make better decisions faster.
So they're bringing efficiency to industries that
Desperately need it.
desperately need it. Yeah.
Yeah. And also,
And then freeing up, the human workers to
right, to focus on more complex,
focus on creative tasks.
more strategic things.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not about replacing humans.
Right.
It's about augmenting them,
Right.
making them more effective.
That's a good perspective.
Yeah.
All right, next up, we've got Upstart Holdings,
Okay.
ticker symbol UPST,
Mm-hmm.
with an impressive 85.92% performance increase.
Yeah. They're doing some interesting things.
So they're using AI to
Change how lending works.
change how lending works.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, how?
So they use AI to assess creditworthiness
Okay,
in a more nuanced way than traditional methods.
interesting.
So they consider a lot of different factors.
Okay,
And that can lead to faster loan approvals
right.
and potentially better interest rates for borrowers.
Okay,
So
this is really relevant right now,
absolutely.
given the current financial climate.
Right. A lot of people are struggling.
Access to affordable credit is more important than ever.
Yeah.
So they're
And
kind of like,
I think they're challenging the status quo in
Yeah.
the financial industry.
Yeah.
They're using AI to
make it more
make lending more equitable, more accessible.
equitable and accessible. Yeah.
Yeah, which is a huge
Yeah.
development.
So this next company is
Right. Yeah.
bringing science fiction to life.
Yeah. This one's cool.
All right. Intuitive Surgical,
Mm-hmm.
ticker symbol ISRG,
Yep.
is showing an 85.65% gain.
Yeah.
So they
That's
develop,
like robotic surgical systems.
right?
Yeah, it's like something out of a movie.
Yeah.
It's really amazing how far this tech has come.
So what can these robots do?
Well, they allow surgeons to perform incredibly precise procedures,
Okay.
often with smaller incisions than traditional surgery.
Hmm.
They even have systems that allow for remote surgery,
Wow, really?
which is crazy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So not only are they like
Improving outcomes,
improving surgical outcomes.
but also like expanding access to specialized care.
Yeah, exactly.
That's incredible.
And as the healthcare industry kind of embraces AI more and more,
Right.
companies like Intuitive Surgical are going to play a key role
Yeah.
in shaping the future of medicine.
All right. Last but not least, we have AeroVironment.
Okay.
Ticker symbol AVAV, with an 82.56% jump in performance.
Wise.
And they are all about
Drones.
drones.
But not just any drones.
Okay.
They're at the forefront of developing autonomous drones,
Wow.
which can perform complex tasks without human control.
Wow.
And they've got applications in both defense and commercial sectors.
Well, yeah, I mean, drones are becoming more and more common.
Oh, yeah, they're everywhere.
And so AI is like,
Yeah, taking them to the next level.
Yeah.
Making them even more versatile and powerful.
yeah,
So
that's fascinating.
it is. It is.
So AeroVironment's success is really a testament to,
the growing importance of AI
the growing importance of AI.
in automation, in robotics.
Right.
I mean, drones are just one example
Yeah.
of how AI is transforming how we work and live.
Right.
It's everywhere.
So we've got all these like amazing companies doing really, really innovative things with AI.
Yeah.
But how does someone like you listening, you're interested in investing in AI.
Right.
How do you actually get started?
Yeah, that's the question, right?
The research that you sent over mentions like a few different approaches.
Mm-hmm. It
So,
can feel a little overwhelming,
yeah.
but there are definitely some paths you can take,
Okay.
each with, kind of a different level of risk
Right.
and reward.
Okay.
So maybe let's start with the most direct route,
Okay.
which would be investing in individual AI stocks,
Okay.
like the ones we've been talking about.
So you could just pick a company like
Right.
Nvidia, SoundHound,
Mhm.
buy shares of their stock.
Exactly.
We've seen the growth potential is huge,
It is.
but I imagine there's also a lot of risk involved.
There is, yeah. Individual stocks can be volatile, especially in a rapidly evolving field like AI.
Right.
A company's stock price can fluctuate
Because of,
based on a lot of different factors.
Right.
Their financial performance, competition,
right.
even just the overall market sentiment.
Right. So you could see those huge gains like we talked about.
You could, yeah.
But you could also
You could lose.
lose, yeah, if the company doesn't meet expectations.
If the AI market takes a downturn, who knows?
Right, exactly. So
Yeah.
if you're not comfortable with the risk of individual stocks,
Right.
what are the other options?
Well, so the research mentioned AI ETFs.
Right.
Could you explain what those are?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah, so an ETF, or exchange traded fund, is basically a basket of stocks that tracks a specific index.
Okay.
So think of it like a pre-made portfolio.
Okay.
So instead of you having to go and pick and choose individual stocks,
Right.
you invest in this ETF that holds shares of multiple AI companies.
So you're spreading your investment across, like,
A bunch of different companies.
you're diversifying.
Diversifying.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which can help to kind of mitigate that risk.
Okay, so if one company in that ETF isn't performing well,
Right.
it's not as big of a deal
Okay,
because you've got all these other companies.
They're not putting all your eggs in one basket.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So the research you sent actually mentioned a specific ETF,
Okay.
the Index Global Robotics and Artificial Intelligence Thematic Index.
Yeah.
What?
That's a good example
What is that?
of an AI ETF.
Okay.
It tracks, a group of companies involved in both robotics and AI.
Okay.
So it gives you a kind of a diversified exposure to the industry.
Okay. But even with these ETFs,
Right.
it's still important to do your research.
You always want to do your research.
Yeah.
You need to understand, like, what companies are in the fund.
Right.
What are the fees?
Right.
Each ETF is going to have its own, specifics.
So you want to compare and make sure you're choosing one that aligns with your goals.
Okay.
Your risk tolerance.
So we've got individual stocks.
Right.
We've got ETFs.
Mm-hmm.
But what if you're listening to this and you're like, man, I am so new to all of this.
Yeah, it can feel overwhelming.
I'm lost.
Yeah.
What do you do?
That's where financial advisors can be incredibly helpful.
Okay.
They can assess your financial situation, understand your goals, your risk tolerance,
Right.
and help you develop a personalized investment strategy.
Oh, okay.
They can also just guide you through the complexities
Right.
of the AI market,
Yeah.
answer your questions.
So if you're just not sure where to start,
Right.
talk to a financial advisor.
Yeah, it's a good first step.
Okay.
They can help you create a plan that's right for you.
Okay, but even with all this, like,
Right.
all these options,
Yeah.
there are still risks involved
Of course.
with investing in AI.
With any investment,
Yeah.
there's always risk.
I remember the research mentioned this idea of an AI bubble.
Yeah, this is a big concern.
What does that even mean?
So the AI bubble basically refers to this idea that some AI companies
Okay.
might be overvalued.
Okay.
There's so much hype around AI right now.
Right.
Investors are eager to get in on the action.
Right.
But that enthusiasm can sometimes drive up stock prices.
Okay.
Beyond,
Beyond what they should be.
what's justified by the company's actual performance or potential.
So it's like the excitement,
The hype, like inflating the value.
inflating.
Yeah.
Okay.
And there's a risk that that bubble could burst.
Right.
And then you see a sudden drop in stock prices.
We've seen this before
We've seen it with other technology.
with other technologies.
Yeah. It's important to be cautious.
Right. Not every company
Right.
claiming to be, an AI leader is going to be successful.
Not all of them are going to be winners.
So how can investors tell the difference?
That's the tough part, right?
Yeah.
I think it comes down to looking beyond the buzzwords,
Okay.
the marketing jargon.
Yeah.
Dig a little deeper.
Right.
Analyze the company's fundamentals.
Okay.
What's their revenue model?
Okay.
Do they have a clear path to profitability?
Okay.
Are they solving real problems?
All right.
Or are they just kind of creating solutions in search of a problem?
Right. So it's really about cutting through the hype
Exactly.
and understanding
the real value.
the real value
Yeah.
that a company's bringing.
Is this company building a sustainable business?
Yeah.
Are they creating products and services that people actually want and need?
Right.
I think those are the questions.
That's really good advice.
Yeah.
It sounds like it's all about, like,
Good balancing.
balancing that excitement of AI with, like,
A healthy dose of critical thinking.
yeah, don't just get swept up
Right.
in the hype.
Don't chase the hype train.
Right.
Do your research.
Make informed decisions.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Based on solid fundamentals.
And remember, even with the risks, like,
Right.
the potential rewards are huge.
They are.
Yeah.
I mean, this is a transformative technology.
AI is changing the world.
It's changing the world.
Yeah. And the companies that are leading the way
Mm-hmm.
have the potential to, like, generate substantial returns
Make you.
for investors.
It's an exciting time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It feels like we're standing at the edge is like
Yeah.
something huge.
It is.
Right. AI has this potential to change everything.
It really does.
And there's, like, a real opportunity to be a part of that
Yeah.
through investing.
Absolutely. So to kind of recap
Yeah, let's recap a little bit.
what we've learned.
What we've learned, if you're interested in investing in AI,
Mm-hmm.
there's a few paths you can take.
Yeah.
We've got individual stocks, which offer, the potential for high returns, but also
higher risk.
Higher risk.
Yeah.
We've got ETFs.
That provide that diversification.
Right. Helps to mitigate that risk a little bit.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. And then, if you're feeling overwhelmed or unsure where to start,
talk to a financial advisor.
Talk to a financial advisor.
Yeah.
They can help you out.
They can help you create a plan.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
But I think the big takeaway, no matter what approach you choose,
do your research.
Do your research.
Yeah. Look beyond the hype.
Look beyond the hype.
Understand the fundamentals.
Understand the fundamentals of these companies that you're considering.
Yep.
And make sure that, their vision aligns with your own.
With your investment philosophy.
The investment philosophy.
Yeah.
Right. But even with all the analysis and research, this is a rapidly evolving field.
Oh, yeah.
What looks like a sure bet today.
Right. A different story tomorrow.
A different story tomorrow.
It changes so fast.
Yeah.
No. There's always that element of uncertainty when you're investing in these emerging technologies.
But I think that's also what makes it so exciting.
It is exciting. Yeah.
Right.
It feels like we're witnessing the birth of a new era.
We're on the ground floor.
Yeah. And the possibilities are endless.
So we talked about the companies that are leading the charge right now.
Right.
But AI is going to disrupt so many industries.
Oh, yeah.
Where do you think, what area is most ripe for a major AI-powered transformation?
Oh, that is the million-dollar question.
Yeah.
If I had a crystal ball, I'd,
You'd be
a very rich person.
Yeah, right.
But I think if you think about the industries that rely heavily on data analysis, pattern recognition, automation, you start to see where AI could have the biggest impact.
Yeah.
Healthcare, finance, transportation, manufacturing.
Right.
These are all areas where AI is already making its presence felt.
Right. And it's not just the existing players either.
Right. Exactly.
It could be
we could see whole new industries pop up that we haven't even imagined yet.
Yeah. That we haven't even thought of yet.
Who knows what the next big AI breakthrough will be.
Right.
What problems it'll solve.
Exactly.
That's what I love about this field.
Yeah.
It's constantly evolving.
Yeah. Pushing the boundaries.
Pushing the boundaries of what's possible.
And as an investor, you really got to stay curious.
Stay curious. Keep learning.
Keep learning. Keep adapting.
Yeah, because it's changing all the time.
So I think we've given everyone listening a lot to think about today.
We have.
Hopefully you feel more equipped to start exploring this world of AI investing.
With a more informed eye.
Yeah.
A critical eye.
Yeah, and a critical eye. Absolutely.
And we want to hear from you.
We do.
What AI applications or industries are you most excited about?
Yeah.
What questions do you still have after listening to this?
Let us know.
Join the conversation online.
Yeah.
Let's keep this deep dive going.
Absolutely. Thanks for listening.